Well, the international chorus indeed is growing against Pakistan. After the United States, United Kingdom, Afghanistan and Russia, now even Germany has stood united with India condemning the recent attack in Uri. Let's just listen into what the German ambassador to India, Martin Ney, had to say.
Totally unrelated, out of the way, because it was not so far picked up in the media in India. It's the German view on the terrorist attack in Uri. I talk 1 minute on this one now because I want to get it out of the way and then concentrate on Indo-German economic relations. You might have seen Foreign Minister Steinmeier's statement yesterday when he condemned the attack on the Indian Army base. I will read it to you and you can pick it up when you leave the room. He said, "I strongly condemn the terrorist attack on the Indian Army base in Uri in the Jammu and Kashmir region. Our thoughts are with the families of the murdered soldiers and with the many people who have been injured, some seriously. Germany stands resolutely at India's side in the fight against terrorism. At the Indo-German counter-terrorism consultations, which will take place in a few days' time, we will further discuss the threats to our two countries' societies. We share the view that every country is responsible for taking decisive action against terrorism emanating from its territory. As is often the case, the terrorists' aim is for the situation to escalate. They want to trigger a spiral of violence. We must not give in to this logic, including in conflicts between India and Pakistan." End of quote. I invite you to pick up a copy when you leave, and I would like to get this out of the way and now concentrate on Indo-German economic relations.
Okay, so after the Afghanistan ambassador to India, Dr. Shahida Mohammad Abdali, now the German ambassador, once again endorsing the same views and condemning the recent attacks in Uri. We have with us India Today, Smita, for more on this. Smita, so, condemnation coming in from across the globe, the entire world literally standing united with a country on the recent terror attack. Smita, can you hear me?
Yes, Avantika, please, could you repeat your question?
Yes, I was just asking, I was just talking about how, all the ambassadors are coming together, how the world, in fact, is coming together and standing united with India and condemn the dastardly attack that happened in Uri.
Well, yes, over the past decades, especially since the 9/11 attacks, once the definition of terrorism has, of course, it changed. It's not just the Western notion of terrorism anymore, be it, of course, the terrorism that India faces from across the border to the other manifestations. All countries recognize that this is the single most biggest challenge for economy, for development, for stability, and the German ambassador also expressing the same sentiments. In fact, Ambassador Ney reiterating there the resolution that Germany stands by India in its hour of grief and in this fight against terrorism, that they are crucial partners. Yesterday also we saw a couple of ambassadors share this sentiment, be the Russian ambassador, be the Bangladeshi High Commissioner, Muazzam Ali, and even the countries that have put out the statements, from China, of course, expressing shock, but at the same time also calling for a dialogue. And the French, who initially put out the statement, linking it also in a way to the Kashmir dispute, later on, of course, improvised upon it, making their condemnation even more stronger.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And also makes India's case extremely strong in the international forum. Smita, thank you so much for joining us. Meanwhile, hundreds of people turned up to receive the coffins of our brave soldiers. The nation stands united, saluting our martyrs who made the supreme sacrifice for their country, all 18 who bravely laid their lives down fighting terror in Uri. The last rites of the martyrs who died in the terror attack on an army camp in Uri are being performed in their respective native places. Lance Naik G. Shankar was cremated in Satara in Maharashtra, and the final rites of Havaldar N.S. Rawat was also performed in Rajasthan, along with a final salute that was given to martyr Gangadhar Daloi in Howrah. Our soldiers defended our country till their very last breath, but the tears of grief of their loved ones should remind each and every one of us every single day about the sacrifice that must never be forgotten. And we at India Today once again salute the sacrifice of each soldier that was made while putting his own life on the line.